Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This artwork here will be another watercolor piece which involves my characters from my webcomic Ascend, which you can read online for free. I find that using Prismacolor cool erase color pencils is easier to sketch with when drawing. It's because it's easier to deal with than just a bunch of pencil lines and smudges, and it's easier to erase cleanly too. This video topic is about why I became an artist. Drawing runs in my family, but I was the only one who could draw from my imagination. I started drawing in 4th grade and just did it as a hobby. I used to draw a lot of fan art from animes like Naruto, Inuyasha, Dragon Ball, and so many more. Throughout my journey, I never really used reference for any of my drawings, and I'm kicking myself now for not doing so earlier. I could have gotten farther than where I am now with my art, especially when I want to be a concept artist. The only reason why I didn't care about using reference was because I just was doing this for fun. I never thought about pursuing an art career until I graduated high school. Being from a small town, art classes didn't exist within town, so I never knew about the figure drawing classes or the painting classes until I moved to Florida a few years ago. While in Florida, I began looking for art colleges and found one, but of course, college was expensive. So for a while, I've worked a minimum wage job before joining the Navy. The Navy didn't work out for me, but I was able to pay for college. So right now, I am having a crash course into art. For the past 6 months, I have had Art 1 and 2, 3D foundation, model creation, and shading and lighting. Even though the classes are short, I'm learning a lot. And after taking Art 1 and 2, my proportions and anatomy has gotten a lot better. I'm starting to draw daily with at least an hour of figure study and anatomy practice. Before I started college, I always wondered what I wanted to do, and that was to tell stories. At first I just drew characters and landscapes, but over time I tried to draw everything. Drawing animals is still my weakness, but I'm practicing animal anatomy in my free time. For a while, I never knew what I really wanted to do. I knew I wanted to animate and be a concept artist, but for now I'm focusing on 3D modeling. The lessons I've learned so far is using references, mainly for angles and placement of objects and people. Another is to draw what you see and not what you think you see, and when animating to set keyframe points. The lessons I've learned when using markers is using the right sketchbook papers. Some of the sketchbooks I have say they're good for markers, but they're not. The paper is too thin, so now I have to look for sketchbooks with medium to thick papers like Canson's mixed media. You also don't have to stick to one brand of markers. Mixing them with others will just as well. When it comes to watercolor, I now know the colors will become lighter when they dry, so it's okay to go over it until you get the saturation you want. Throughout my art journey, I never really received critiques. I have a little bit, but not as much as I wanted to. I know it's impossible to get critique on every piece I do, but I just want to know what I need to fix or what I should add to make the piece feel complete. I hate but also love my art at the same time, because I can see so many imperfections, but at the same time I'm proud of what I did. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but when you work hard on a piece, you tend to see everything you could have fixed. And within a few weeks or a few months from now, you just tend to hate the entire thing. I know the piece I'm working on now, I'll look back at it and wonder why I was so proud of this. So in order to become better, I'll be drawing daily, from houses to household objects, scenery, anatomy, and learning to shade and grayscale. Not just traditionally, but also digitally. I will also be doing this draw again challenges. Those seem fun and it shows you how far you've come. The next big obstacle for me is finding my audience. I don't draw cartoons, but my style doesn't look like the anime and manga styles artworks that I love. Even though I'm heavily influenced by them, I'm still trying to find art groups I'll fit into. Well, that will be it for now. I'm getting a little better at the art chats. I'm still trying to find a good cheap mic. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.